Not a forma, not a forma, not a forma, not a forma.
I'm gonna take the egg bowl. This wasn't a gang shootout. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. This was a mother, gunned down, because a 14-year-old thought her SUV tapped his car. Denver, Colorado, February 20th, 2021. 32-year-old Pamela Cabrales was just driving home from dinner. A mom, a real estate agent, a woman who loved big and smiled louder. She stopped at a red light. Seconds later, Remy Cordova stepped out of the passenger seat, raised an AR-15. About 10 minutes to get to and opened fire. 15 to 20 rounds, all aimed at Pamela. Why? Because he thought she caused a fender bender, and his response was murder. Can I bust on them? That's what he asked the driver. And the reply, do what you gotta do. That's on you. And just like that, Remy pulled the trigger. Witnesses froze. Some thought it was fireworks, until they saw Pamela's SUV riddled with bullets.
Didn't register what was happening until the cars in the 2 lanes started going. And then I realized, I said, oh, if something's happening, and I ducked down, and several more happened. And I pulled next to the car, barely got a glance. It looked as though the window was either rolled down or shot out, but it was that the window was out. It didn't look at the windshield.
Her 6-year-old son, waiting at home. She was rushed to the hospital, but didn't survive. Another mother gone, for nothing. The suspects tried to run. Remy Cordova and driver Nishan Johnson sped off.
And you never saw anybody get in or out of any vehicles?
No, I, in my mind, thought it was fireworks or something.
Sure.
And just wasn't paying attention.
When you go around the car you're in front of, why do you go around the car?
Damn it, Zach, you should have just let me down. If this is
The other 2 cars did, and I felt like I was in danger, and I heard the shots coming, and I was ducking down, and I thought maybe they were going to hit me. I was scared to go that way, because then I didn't know if they were coming from that vehicle.
But the police were already watching, linked to a separate gang-related shooting at a McDonald's. But they were being tracked and didn't even know it. For years. Nishan Johnson got 35. Pamela Cabrales got a headstone. And her son Leo got a future without his mother. Because the 14-year-old wanted to prove something to people who didn't care.
Tuna, Nyla needs a coach, but she was too scared to ask. But she came over here asking if I can ask her a coach. That's not a lie. I don't need a coach. I'm getting tough on the cockpit. She doesn't. I'm supposed to get more.
15 weirdest things.
Yeah, how Mom said? Yep.
This person was horrified to see their neighbor walking past the dead body wrapped in plastic bags. Attack. An elderly couple walked home, but an armed criminal followed them and tried to break into their house with a gun. These violent robbers kicked down someone's door, but the homeowner said, in a rain of gunfire. Stranger. Imagine this woman's terror when a strange man rang her doorbell at 2 a.m. asking if she wanted to have sex.
So you don't want to have sex, do you?
She said her husband was there with a gun, and he quickly left, licking door. A man seemed to be suffering from mental illness when he approached a random house and started licking the doorbell. Shocked, 2 men with handguns tried to kick down this door and rob the innocent man inside. One of them shot himself in the leg, and they gave up. Kill. Disturbing footage shows this man saying he wants to rape and kill a woman inside.
What I'm looking for is the girl that's in the house to come on here because I'm going to rape her.
But
if you pass this, you are legally a genius. Wait until the last level. This is the best game to challenge your brain. No Wi-Fi is even needed.
thankfully, he was taken into custody by the police. Abduction. You can tell these men have bad intentions as they try to abduct a young girl who thankfully locked the door behind her. The video reveals a crazed woman with a knife coming up to a stranger's house. Clown. This video of a clown walking around a neighborhood at night is sure to give you nightmares. As this man pours gasoline all over someone's porch and tries to light the house on fire. Man, Mom locked the door just in time to keep this creepy man on the other side, but he continues to stand there menacingly. Woman. This woman came to a stranger's door in the middle of the night, claiming she needed help, but she ran from the police when they arrived. Strange. Homeowners woke up to this strange video on their Ring camera. Crazy. Imagine this crazy woman coming to your house while you sleep. Tay-K's new leaked prison footage is scary. Number 1, early life. Tay-K, whose real name is Tamor McIntyre, was born in Long Beach, California, where he lived in the early years of his childhood. When he was 9 years old, his family decided to move to Texas in search of a better life. Things did not become easier. Set violence were a regular part of everyday life. These surroundings had a striking effect on Tay-K, making it easy for him to get involved in dangerous activities from a young age.
You just unlocked the penguin. The penguin is one of my all-time favorites. Smart and nice.
Even before he was a teen, trouble was never far behind, and it quickly became clear that his environment played a big part in shaping the choices he would make. These early years were a preview of the types of situations Tay-K would find himself in later, showing that the path to fame could also be filled with perils. Number 2, first crimes. Tay-K's first serious encounter with the law happened on January 1st, 2016, right after he performed at a New Year's Eve event. He left the party with his friend, Eric Santana Sage Johnson, who was a member of his Daytona Boys group and also a U.S. Marine at that time. As they drove through the streets in a black SUV,
Laptops can be so inconvenient. But how else am I gonna edit my photos? There's Adobe Photoshop on There's Adobe Photoshop on iPhone.
got into a heated argument with people
Not
in
moving.
their SUV. The situation got out of control quickly when Santana, Tay-K's friend, threatened to shoot. The other car sped away in fear, but Santana chased and eventually fired several rounds at them, hitting and killing the driver, Sarah. Santana was found guilty and sentenced to 44 years in prison. But since Tay-K was a minor, he avoided a major charge and only got a warning. This major scare did not keep him out of trouble, though, and he continued down a dangerous path. Number 3, the Mansfield robbery.
Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces? Swipe up to take your style quiz. Want to flash the perfect smile without the braces?
A few months after the road shooting in July 2016, Tay-K got into deeper problems when he and 6 others took part in a planned home invasion in Mansfield, Texas. The group targeted 19-year-old Zachary Beloit, knowing there were things they wanted to steal inside his home. 2 girls in the group helped by unlocking the door, and everyone went inside to carry out the robbery. When they tried to leave, Ethan Walker, another person in the house, stepped in and tried to stop them. This led to him being shot and killed. During police questioning, Tay-K admitted he was present and said he was just searching for drugs. The police saw his actions as part of a violent crime. This event was a turning point and would mean even more serious charges for Tay-K in the future.
What should I say?
Yeah, you got me.
You like playing the villain, raiding villages?
It's too bad these days.
Destroying villages bucks fun. It's really the game forgets. Let me ask you, have you kept your key lately?
My watch? While waiting for court action, Tay-K was put on house arrest in early 2017, but he was not interested in following the rules. He and a partner decided to cut off their ankle monitors and escape to San Antonio, Texas. Instead of hiding, Tay-K used this time to get more attention, going on social media and bragging about running from the police. While on the run, he recorded his famous song, The Race, which would become a huge hit for him and a way to taunt law enforcement. Unfortunately, Tay-K also continued his criminal behavior. He was part of the murder of Mark Anthony Saldivar outside of Chick-fil-A as part of a robbery gone wrong. Not long after, he attacked and robbed a 65-year-old man. Skip in a park. Tay-K did whatever it took to get money or valuables without worrying who got hurt. Number 5. Arrest and jail life. Tay-K's time on the run came to an end on June 30th, 2017, when he was caught by U.S. Marshals in New Jersey. He tried to avoid jail by swallowing a whole bottle of pills, telling police he was hearing voices in hopes of getting out of the situation. While this led to a short stay in a psychiatric hospital, nothing was found to be wrong with him, so he was taken back into custody and moved to adult jail. His time behind bars has been filled with more trouble, including getting caught with a phone hidden in his sock.
This family and all their jewelry should be
moved to maximum security lockup and spending almost 23 hours a day in solitary confinement. He has clashed with both guards and other inmates, showing the same rule-breaking attitude he had on the outside. Number 6. Gang activity inside. Inside jail, Tay-K kept up his reputation for causing problems by starting a gang called the Rugrats. He built this gang with its own set of rules, encouraging members to keep quiet about illegal activities, avoid stealing from each other, and always obey higher ranks. The Rugrats had a military-style setup with titles like Sergeant, Lieutenant, and General, making it clear Tay-K was still trying to run things, even in jail. He continued to have run-ins with guards, often shouting and breaking jail rules.
Laptops can be so inconvenient when I'm on the go. But how else am I gonna edit my photos? Like there's Adobe Photoshop on iPhone. There's Adobe Photoshop on iPhone? That means I could edit this photo shoot straight from my phone. I need more teddy bears here, so I'm going to use image layer to import my photos from my camera roll. Tap select automatically detects objects in your image so you can quickly mess with it. It wouldn't be Photoshop without a layers panel. Just hold it down to get the full menu. Laptops
is using the phone for too long and throwing food trays or toilet paper. Prosecutors said this gang was a way for TK to keep control and show power while locked away, making his jail stay just as chaotic as his life outside. Number 7, sentencing and future. TK's various trials led to heavy sentences. In 2019, he was found guilty of murder and 3 counts of aggravated robbery for his part in the Mansfield home invasion. For these crimes, he was given a 55-year sentence. Later, for the murder of Mark Saldivar, he was given another 80 years by a Bexar County jury, but both sentences will run at the same time. That means the least time he must serve before a chance parole is 27 years. TK has been sued by the families of his victims for over $1 million, and the court also took profits from his music. Even now, TK still talks about trying for an appeal, hoping for a chance at freedom someday. Most people doubt anything will change for him, but his story remains an example of how fast things can get out of control, and how prison can become a life sentence long before you ever see a courtroom. This is every op that Fulio brutally killed. Number 1, Trayvon Bullard. These are every op that Fulio brutally killed, starting with Trayvon Bullard. On June 5th, 2018, what should have been a night of celebration for Young and Ace's brother, Trayvon Bullard, turned into a horrific tragedy. Young and Ace, his brother Trayvon, and their close friends Royale Devin Smith Jr. and Jacoby Groover had been out celebrating Trayvon's 18th birthday. The atmosphere was festive and relaxed as the group made their way home, entirely unaware of the danger lurking nearby. As their
pranking people has never been easy.
Approached a red light, another vehicle pulled up beside them, opening fire in a brutal ambush. The attack was chaotic, with bullets shattering the windows and tearing through the car. Young and Ace was hit 8 times, taking multiple bullets to his hand, arm, and buttocks. Despite his injuries, he tried to shield his brother and friends from the hail of bullets. Sadly, when the gunfire ceased, Trayvon, Royale, and Jacoby had all been fatally wounded. Trayvon was shot 3 times, Royale once, and Jacoby multiple times. Young and Ace miraculously survived, but was left in critical condition. Rumors and speculation point to Fulio's alleged involvement in this attack, possibly as an act of revenge for his cousin Zion Brown's murder in 2017. Truth about hormonal seemed connected to Young and Ace. Fulio's lyrics in songs like When I See You and List of Dead Ops and fuel implications. 2. Corbin Johnson. The disappearance of Corbin Johnson on July 11, 2018 marked the beginning of a year-long nightmare for his family and friends. At 18 years old, Corbin was last seen going about his daily routine. He had a job interview at Amazon and later at UPS, but what started as a normal day soon spiraled into a mystery that left his loved ones devastated. Despite their efforts, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office found no leads for an entire year. Then, on July 11, 2019, precisely 1 year after Corbin vanished, a man clearing land discovered skeletal remains wrapped in a plastic-style bag. Authorities later confirmed that the remains were Corbin's, shocking the community. Over the years, Fulio has dissed Corbin in several songs, notably rapping, "Corbin got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was rot," in List of Dead Ops Part 2. Such lyrics have led to widespread speculation about Fulio's alleged involvement in Corbin's kidnapping and murder, but there has been no concrete evidence to support these claims. Number 3. Prosper Natron Johnson. The story of Prosper Natron Johnson is a chilling addition to the list of tragedies linked to Fulio.
I was 1 week away from starting Accutane. Then this happened. I had tried everything. Cleansers, prescriptions, cutting out dairy, even washing my pillowcase every night. Nothing worked. My skin was breaking out constantly, and I was exhausted. Accutane felt like my last resort, but the side effects scared me. Dryness, mood swings, even permanent damage. I just wanted clear skin without wrecking my body. That's when I found something completely different. Instead of a one-size-fits-all pill, this was a fully customized treatment based on my skin using this one-of-a-kind AI analysis. No guesswork, no harsh reactions, just results. Now my breakouts are actually under control and my skin feels healthy, not stripped. I'm so glad I didn't go through with Accutane. It's called MD Acne, and if you're struggling too, this might be the thing that changes everything. I was 1 week away from starting Accutane. Then this happened. I had tried everything. Cleansers, prescriptions, cutting out dairy, even washing my pillowcase every night. Nothing worked. My skin was breaking out constantly, and I was exhausted. Accutane felt like my last resort, but the side effects scared me. Dryness, mood swings, even permanent damage. I just wanted clear skin without wrecking my body. That's when I found something completely different. Instead of a one-size-fits-all pill, this was a fully customized treatment based on my skin using this one-of-a-kind AI analysis. No guesswork, no harsh reactions, just results. Now my breakouts are actually under control and my skin feels healthy, not stripped. I'm so glad I didn't go through with Accutane. It's called MD Acne, and if you're struggling too, this might be the thing that changes everything. I was 1 week away from starting Accutane. Then this happened. I had tried everything. Cleansers, prescriptions, cutting out dairy, even washing my pillowcase every night. Nothing worked. My skin was breaking out constantly, and I was exhausted. Accutane felt like my last resort, but the side effects scared me. Dryness, mood swings, even permanent damage. I just wanted clear skin without wrecking my body. That's when I found something completely different. Instead of a one-size-fits-all pill, this was a fully customized treatment.
Sunday evening, Prosper and 2 others were ambushed and shot to death in Jacksonville. 17-year-old Prosper, alongside 26-year-old Bobby Norris III and 20-year-old Dale were among the victims of this brutal attack. The scene resembled a war zone, with bullets flying and bodies lying on the street. Julio's lyric, Smoking Prosper and Tay died on the same day. The list of dead ops 2 is believed by many to be a reference to this incident. This line has stirred up rumors that Julio or his associates might have been involved. However, like many of these stories, the details remain murky, and no direct evidence links Julio to the crime. Number 4, Big Baby.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry if this is weird. I'm obsessed with your coat. Can I take a portrait for you? Yeah. Keep the pictures, yeah? I'm so sorry if this is weird. I'm obsessed with your coat. Can I take a portrait for you? Yeah. Keep the pictures, yeah? I'm so sorry if this is weird. I'm obsessed with your coat. Can I take a portrait for you? Yeah. Keep the pictures, yeah?
Known as Big Baby, is surrounded by allegations and whispers of Julio's involvement. On the morning of December 10th, 2014, Dion was at his bus stop, preparing for another day at school when he was suddenly gunned down. Neighbors reported hearing 15 gunshots, and the scene was marked by a dozen shell casing rumors. Rumors suggest that Julio might have played a role in orchestrating this murder due to a prior altercation. Before Dion's death, Julio was expelled from his school and transferred to one in enemy territory, resulting in heightened tensions. In list of dead ops, Julio rapped, Big Baby got caught lacking on the bus was going to school, which has led many to suspect his involvement in this tragic incident. Number 5, Lenford Smith. Lenford Smith's murder is another case shrouded in mystery and rumors linking Julio to the crime. Lenford was found dead alongside his friend Charles Eunice in a home on Broadway Avenue. Despite living in different parts of Jacksonville, the two
two shared a close friendship. The crime scene left investigators with more questions than answers, especially considering no weapon was found. Julio's lyric, "I heard Lenford was sliding, he died with stripes like a tiger," has sparked rumors about his involvement. Although Julio has not been formally linked to this case, his lyrics continue to raise suspicions in the minds of many. Number 6, Leroy Benjamin. The discovery of Leroy Benjamin's body in a drainage ditch off Harlow Boulevard shocked the Jacksonville community. Leroy had a history marked by a previous conviction as an accessory in a murder case, adding complexity to his tragic end. Neighbors reported hearing gunshots the night before his body was found. In List of Dead Ops Part 2, Julio raps, "Tay felt that switch, Ben. He and I shot back at you, how y'all drop y'all clip." This has led to rumors about Julio's alleged involvement in Leroy's murder. While these claims remain unproven, the lyrics have added fuel to the fire, causing many to believe there might be more to the story.
If you pass this, you are legally a genius.
Number 7, Eldridge Buford. On July 19th, 2017, Eldridge Buford was shot multiple times in his car at the intersection of North Pearl and West 24th Streets. The attack was sudden and brutal, leaving Eldridge dead at the scene. Prior to his death, Eldridge posted several cryptic messages on Facebook that hinted at impending danger and mistrust. Julio's line in List of Dead Ops, "Eldridge died, he was snitching damn, either way he was going to get it," has led to further speculation about his involvement. Eldridge's history included arrests for drug-related offenses.
You're benching 200, but your face is benched by...
His social media hinted at a life caught between legitimate aspirations and dangerous illegal activities. These factors have left many wondering if Julio might have played a role in this tragic event. Julio's name reverberates through the streets of Jacksonville, not just for his music, but for his alleged associations with several brutal killings. Each story paints a portrait of a world marred by violence and suspicion, where music and rivalries intertwine with deadly consequences. It's important to note that Julio has not been formally charged in connection with these incidents, and these stories remain rooted in rumors and speculation. Nonetheless, the grim reality of
You need a 911. You need police. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. You need police, fire, or ambulance. I'm the police. I've been doing this, and I've been looking for 10 years. Okay, yeah, what's your address? The Rachel Hotel in Seymour Avenue. Okay, talk to the police when they get there. Okay. Yeah, talk to the police when they get there. Okay. As soon as you get a car, get on the way. Talk to them when they get there, okay? Okay. Thank you.
This dispatcher completely disregarded protocol and hung up on her. But thankfully, the man who rescued her also called 911.
How many times have you had to show up somewhere where you want your face to look nice and clear, and all of a sudden the night before you have pimples in random obvious places? It's so annoying, and I've tried so many different serums and moisturizers, but I've realized that most of them are one size fits all. We all have different skin, and not everything should work for everybody. So I came across MD. It's a custom skincare treatment that can treat makeup.
I want to wait standing at the time. Yeah, hey bro, I'm at 2207 West 25th. This car is trying to She's like, got me and my dog. And she said her name was Linda Berry or some shit. Sorry. You know what I mean? Is she still in the street or where did she go? Yeah, I'm looking at her. She right now. She calling y'all. She on the phone. Can you ask her if she needs an ambulance? Everything. She in a panic, bro. I think you can get her. So, put your tip on her shoes. We're going to police out.
Abducted, assaulted, brutally abused for over a decade. Amanda Berry was chained to a wall in her neighbor's basement.
Not only am I stupid, I'm so this is when I'm obsessed with your coat. Can I take a portrait for you? And you can keep the pictures, yeah?